Good afternoon, and welcome to the 2024 Davis County High School Commencement Ceremony. I would like to first congratulate our graduates for their resiliency and hard work throughout the past 4 years. The students sitting before you have risen to the challenges that have come before them and succeeded. I'm proud of each of you and wish you the best of luck as you persevere and continue to be your best selves. I'd like to recognize a few people with thank yous today, beginning with Alex Neidel and the following students for their artwork on the backdrop this year. Haley Matthews, Lily Kramer, Bethany Porter. Thank you, ladies. Thank you to Ms. Kelsey Sankett and student Karsten Niebel for the contribution of the senior slideshow being displayed on the scoreboard during the ceremony today. Thank you to our junior escorts, Abigail Warning, Alyssa Rudd, John Earp, and Cassidy Van Lanningham for supporting our seniors today. I'd also like to thank our maintenance staff and the many others that helped prepare the stadium for the ceremony today. Thank you to our Davis County School Board and Superintendent Mr. Dan Mader for their attendance and support of today's ceremony. Thank you to Mr. Cook and the band, Mr. Gingrich, and the choir for providing our music today. Thank you to Mr. Doug Dixon and Mr. Gage Michaels for assisting us with the sound system, and to Yatama Radio for live streaming our ceremony. As you can tell, it takes tremendous effort from many to help make today special for our graduates and their families. Thank you to the school staff that helped with preparing students for today, and a special thank you to parents, grandparents, and many other family members for supporting these students as they have prepared for this day for many years now. At this time, I'd like to draw your attention to the honorary cords, medallions, and sashes that our students are exhibiting today. Each of these signifies an accomplishment. Students wearing a silver cord represent a program for students who have completed at least 160 hours of volunteer work. They've been rewarded with a silver cord to be worn today. The red cords signify gallon blood donors. Yellow cords are academic honor cords. The medallions are for highest academic honors. The white sash is worn today by National Honor Society members. A blue and gold cord represents 4 years of membership in FFA. A maroon and gold cord signifies the completion of a program through Indian Hills Community College. It's my pleasure at this time to introduce Veronica Yoder as she performs Dear High School by Carolina Real.
Dear high school, you are what I wish for. There's tears and confetti covering the floor. As I walk the halls one final time, think of my mom saying 4 years will fly by. Dear high school, how am I supposed to move on? Story, and that story, everything but me. Leave high school. I know I'll find my place when you're all I've ever known. A safe place to grow. Now you tell me to go and leave high school. High school, thank you so much.
Please join me in honoring this year's valedictorian. The 2024 valedictorian is Sutton Shively. Sutton is the son of Brandy and Stuart Shively. He will pursue an engineering degree at William Penn University with plans to finish at Iowa State. Sutton will run cross country and track at William Penn. Please welcome Sutton Shively.
Good afternoon, everybody, and congratulations to my fellow graduates. Today, I'm about to prove to you that earning an A in public speaking does not mean you can give a great public speech. I appreciate being given the honor of speaking to you and the recognition of being valedictorian. I remember putting in many hours of schoolwork and athletics to get here, and just as many of you have done the same. As you know, running is my activity of choice. Running has actually shaped my views on life, seeing it as a race. Each race has highs as you make a move to pass, and lows as you feel the fatigue in your legs. No matter what you run, whether it be sprints, mid-distance, cross-country, or just the race that is your life, these races take a lot out of you. This stretch of the race that we call high school has been hard fought. Each of us have had our challenges. Mine vary from difficult classes while doing sports and working a job, to attending too many funerals and watching my father recover from open heart surgery. I don't know all the bumps and challenges in your race, but I do know that each of you has overcome great challenges to reach this point. Amongst these challenges, we have all had many other experiences. We have taken numerous classes, participated in various events, and had plenty of fun. We have earned titles, awards, trophies, plaques, and found amazing friends along the way. Some of us have even managed to graduate college before high school. While this stretch has been great, I'm sorry to warn you that this is not the end of the race. High school is just the beginning. This reminds me of a quote from Mark Twain: "The secret of getting ahead is just getting started." All of these accomplishments are simply the beginning of what you will reach in your lives. Whether you're going further your education, do some self-discovery, or go straight to the workforce, as long as you stay out of prison, you each have your whole life ahead of you. Allow this to be the start of something amazing, and be willing to aim for something better than what you believe is in reach. Altogether, know that you have achieved great things. Enjoy this moment, but remember to seize every opportunity and go earn your future. Congratulations to the class of 2024.
I'd now like to introduce Julia Hill to perform The Climb by Miley Cyrus. At this time, I'd like to recognize and honor the class of 2024 salutatorian, Karsten Niebel. Karsten is the daughter of Stuart and Kylie Niebel. She plans to attend Central College to major in accounting and continue on to law school to become an attorney. Karsten will run cross country and track at Central. Please join me in welcoming Karsten Niebel. It is an honor to get to speak to you all today. This has been a personal goal of mine since Mrs. Robison asked us in my 4th grade class what we wanted to be when we grew up. Of course, at the time, I didn't really know what the name of the title was, but I did know that I wanted to graduate at the top of my class. Over the years, I've written nearly half a dozen versions of this speech in my head, most of them outlining the effects of hard work and determination. But the speech I wrote today isn't about how hard work pays off. Today, I want to talk about legacies. And although this is the day for the seniors, I believe that this message is for everyone. How will you be remembered? What legacy are you leaving behind? For as long as I can remember, every morning when she dropped us off at school, my mom would tell my sister, Callie, and I 3 things. Have a good day, be a good friend, and always be yourself. We'd roll our eyes from time to time and even try to say it faster than she could, and maybe it really didn't have a deeper meaning for me when I was in elementary or middle school. But when I started high school, I learned that it wasn't just a thing that my mom would say, it was true. It's easy to get caught up in trying to be what everyone else expects you to be. But when you are spending so much time focusing on what others think, you lose sight of what truly matters, yourself. It's not selfish to be the person that you want to be. Everyone has something that makes them truly happy. Don't be afraid to chase it just because it is different. True success in life isn't measured by but by who has the biggest paycheck, drives the nicest car, or has the biggest house. When it really comes down to it, you are successful when you are proud of the person that you have become. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. For me, high school could have been the worst 4 years of my life. And not that it was really a walk in the park, but I took my mom's advice, and now I am confident in saying that I am proud of my time at Davis County High School. I embraced who I was and stopped holding on to my fear of judgment. And when I reflect on the past 4 years, I don't remember the weird looks and judging whispers. I remember smiling and laughing with my friends. I remember dancing until my feet hurt at winter formal and prom. I remember the wacky outfits I wore to football and basketball games. So, embrace your weirdness, let your personality shine, and live your life for you. Life is short, so don't spend it trying to be someone that you're not. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is what you think of yourself. I want to conclude my speech with a thank you. A thank you to my family for never missing an opportunity to cheer me on and support me no matter the occasion. Thank you, Callie, for standing by my side and always having my back. I wouldn't want to go on this crazy ride with anyone else. Thank you, Dad, for being my mentor, my friend, and whenever I needed it, my advocate. Thank you to my mom for being my best friend, my inspiration, my biggest fan, and most of all, thank you for being the best mom a girl could ask for. I never could have made it here without my family's never-ending support and dedication to my success. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Honored to introduce you to our next speaker, Mr. Derek Robison. He has been our teacher, coach, and even our friend throughout this crazy journey. As a class, we chose to have Mr. Robison speak because of the unconditional impact he has had on all of us as students and as people. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Robison, aka D-Rob.
Family, friends, faculty, staff, and of course the class of 2024, we gather to honor and congratulate you on this outstanding achievement in your lives, one that also serves as a gateway to endless possibilities and exciting adventures ahead. Let's give it up for them. I am humbled and honored that you invited me to speak here today. My name is Derek Robison. I have repeated middle school 11 times now, 9 of them at Davis County, teaching math and computer science as well as coaching track and field. I speculate that I've now worked with over 900 Davis County middle schoolers over the years, so please forgive my cringeworthy jokes and being a bit or if I randomly say slay and break out into a TikTok dance. I'll start today with talking about this class before me. You see, when this group of young people came to the middle school, y'all had a rep. Teachers warning us of it being that class, right? In fact, I recall my wife, Mrs. Robinson, talking about breaking up an underground baseball card trading ring when you were in 4th grade, amongst other things. And when you hear this kind of talk, it's easy as a teacher to feel a touch of dread heading into the new school year. But I've always aimed to have an open mind and have zero predetermined judgments about classes, and I have to tell you, I thoroughly and genuinely enjoyed your class. We had so much fun together, and I was always impressed with your abilities and efforts. That fall of 2019 was the first time I got a smartphone, and my earliest photos are littered, don't laugh at that, are littered with 8th grade career day and awesome PLTW projects like light up bike helmets and dispensers. For whatever reason, God granted me with a steel trap memory, and I'm flooded with good times from that school year. Who could forget Jasper falling into my desk head first as he ran across the classroom? Parker literally snapping one of my desks in half by sitting on it. Brendan calling me Mom almost every day. And Cyrus being... Cyrus. You know, now that I think of it, maybe I liked you all because COVID canceled a third of the school year. But in all seriousness, something I've learned as a teacher is over the years, groups of kids come through and then they move on, and I get to see the joy of you growing up through high school and changing and doing awesome things. And then you graduate and you come back, and it's joyful to see our young people as young adults. And yet I remain here, like a part of the building, if you will, seemingly stuck in a Groundhog Day loop, as I begin working on another batch of young middle schoolers, trying my best to guide them and grow them. And no matter how long it's been, I'm always going to remember you as you were in 8th grade. I will still picture even the track kids as middle schoolers forever. You may look back to middle school and think of braces and driver's permits and awkward middle school yearbook pictures and middle school dances. But for me, it's the little moments that I will carry with me forever, and I'm absolutely filled with pride. 8th grade boys basketball, no offense or anything, but I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly, you didn't have a lot of victories to your name. So when we secured 2 wins that year, that was an absolute blast. I can still picture Aiden Fowler nailing 2 big three-pointers from the right wing, Nolan scoring in the last minute on a play called Turtle, and Proctor generally being a bowling ball out on the basketball court. The STEM SEAL group, we did our research on, we're preparing to a butterfly garden for the school out here on the hill. I remember going to the Masters Gardeners meeting with some of you and planting the seeds in the greenhouse, and of course intense battles of risk. You were the last junior high track group I got to work with, and I took you out on a gravel road on a bus for a road run, and when I was trying to pick you all up, Karsten just kept running and wouldn't let me pick her up for what felt like forever. And I could go on and on, as I'm sure you all could. It's actually quite the coincidence that this class shares a unique bond with me. My oldest daughter was born when some of you had Mrs. Robinson in 4th grade. I had you in 8th grade when my second daughter was born, and now my third daughter was born this year when you're seniors. Now listen, I'm getting too old for this baby stuff, so after today, we can't see each other anymore. If there's a class reunion, please stay away from the school. As I've thought about what I would say to you today, I've been able to come to a few grad parties over the last couple of weeks, and it hits me like a ton of bricks every time I see the photos of days gone by of you as young children. Time is ever marching forward, and it makes me think about my own children and just how fast these years of youth fly by. As graduates, I'm sure you're looking forward to next chapters, whether it's moving out or going on to school, starting that career, whatever it is. But you have to remind yourselves to slow it down and enjoy the view, and live in the moments with the family and friends you care about and who care about you. Some of you have done this thought experiment with me before, but I'm going to ask you to join me again in picturing in your mind 90 dots in a 9x10 grid. And if each dot represented 1 year of your life, how many dots have you already filled in? Graduates, you've almost got 2 full rows filled in. And let me tell you, you're going to blink and another set of 10 is going to click by. And today marks a shift. You're 17 or 18, and there's a chance you spent 80% or more of the time you'll ever spend with your classmates for the rest of your lives. And in the busyness of life, it will be easy to take precious time with family for granted. For example, I had no idea that when I was 22 years old, it was the last Christmas morning I would spend at my own home, because by the following one, I was living with my now wife. With the many firsts coming up for you, there are going to be many lasts too. Some of them harder than others to take on, and it's okay. There's exciting times ahead. Just remember to open your eyes and your hearts to all of your times with your loved ones. You can't stop or slow down your progression through the dots of life. There will be trials ahead and also triumphs, so lean into those around you who've supported and sacrificed for you. The other thing I would tell you is to take chances on opportunities ahead. There's a commercial for Jeep that I remembered in 2017 where the GPS voice is telling the couple to turn left or go straight to a steady job or stay single until you're 34. But the people keep doing the opposite, and you hear the voice saying, recalculating, recalculating, recalculating. I originally planned to go to Iowa State for aerospace engineering. Now I just spent the last 3 days cheering and yelling for teenagers to carry a metal stick around a 400-meter oval as quickly as possible. Your plans will most likely change, sometimes by choice, and other times they will be changed for you. Remain steadfast and control what you can control. There are many times in my college days that I could have played it safe and just focused on my studies, but I had a problem with saying yes to things. And almost every time I engaged in a new experience, though, I learned something new, and it helped shape who I am today. I joined organizations to meet extraordinary people much smarter than me. I was able to fly for the first time and see both coasts, and I even spent an entire week on the Cheyenne River Reservation serving Lakota youth. I performed in a musical as Mickey Mouse and played basketball in Hilton Coliseum at midnight. Don't ask how I got in. Go Cyclones. All of these things were made possible simply because I said, yeah, sure, to taking part in opportunities. Going through the dots of life will not slow down. Go make the most of them and be willing to take some leaps. I'm going to leave you today with sharing some lines of a song from the musical Wicked. Every year I was in high school choir, we had to sing this song, and I rolled my eyes and never really paid much attention to the lyrics and meaning behind them. I know I'm not perfect. I make many mistakes, but I will always support you all, as I'm sure every other Davis County teacher and staff member would. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for teaching me just as much as I hope I taught you. These lyrics are from the song For Good. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn. And we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood, who can say if I've been changed for better, but because I knew you, I've been changed for good. It well may be we will never meet again in this lifetime, so let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now, whatever way our stories end, I know you've rewritten mine by being my friend. Thank you for the wonderful memories, class of 2024. It's been a joy to see you grow up. And I'm sure you will go out now and create tremendous futures for yourselves. God bless you and congratulations.
Members of the audience, family, relatives, and friends, it is now time to present the graduates. I would like to remind you that this is an occasion of dignity and importance that deserves our respect. I respectfully ask that you restrain your enthusiasm and hold your applause until the entire class is presented. Thank you. Mr. Josh Odell, School Board President, and Mr. Dan Mader, Superintendent of Schools, would you please stand? The group of students seated before you have met the standards set forth by the Iowa State Department of Education, and they have met the requirements of the Davis County Community School Board of Education for graduation. It is my pleasure to recommend that they receive a Davis County High School diploma of graduation. Charlie Lynn Barnhart. Owen Richard Bell. Bryson Adam Bench. Chloe Ryan Benj. Cyrus Jackson Benj. Evan Joe Bennett. Charlize Elizabeth Burton. Tyler Wayne Burton. Isabel Pearl Carnahan. Lucy Ann Cloak. Mackenzie Marie Klosser. Garrett W. Clymer. Brooklyn Rose Cockerham. Drew Allen Kramer. Lily Nicole Kramer. Nolan J. Kramer. Merrick Ryan Danley. Baron Willem Davis. Nicole J. Derby. Tyler Brian Doyle. Aiden Dean Fowler. Antonio Gregory Garcia. Chade Daniel Gilchrist. Jayla Gabrielle Glosser. Jasper Spencer Goodson. Carter Robert Lee Griever. Tori Ann Marie Gwynn. Grant David Gunter. Ashley Lee Hall. Caden Michael Haskell. Magdalene Roseleaf Hartley. Julia Joy Hill. Evan Renee Hohenschel. Colson Jaden Levi Hoover. Ella Lou Huggins. Reese Ellen Humphrey. Holland Elizabeth Hunter. Robert Lyle Eichard. Mary Catherine Jones. Canny Nicole Joes. Trevor Cade Joes. Riley William Katsardonis. Delaney Lee D. Copera. Emma Elizabeth Komatiski. Drew Michael Lindberg, in absentia. River Nicholas Lopshire. Joshua James Luffy. Aiden Leo Lyons. Haley Grace Gale Matthews. Blayton Mitchell McCall. Cadence Isabella Meath. Isaiah Miguel Miranda. Lainey Jean Moore. Parker James Moore. Amelia Renee Morrow. Karsten Kaylee Nebel. Reagan Elizabeth Panos. Cody Jean Pearson. Alexis Eva Marie Perry. Andrew James Peterson. Bethany Renee Porter. Wyatt Dante Post. Austin John Proctor. Cladrick Joel Proctor. Natalie Rosemary Rains. Brendan Ryan Renz, in absentia. Maxwell David Replogle. Lane Sampson Ellison Richardson. Hunter Eugene Riley. Naomi K. Riley. Skylin Don Rodriguez, in absentia. Gabriella Elise Rumer. Brendan Michael Sanders. Gary Randall Schultz, in absentia. Blaze Evans Scott. Zachary Michael Shelton. Mark Stephen Richard Shirley. Sophie Mae Shively. Sutton Owen Shively. Clara Kate Smith. Deacon James Sorensen. Hannah Janae Spees, in absentia. Chad Thomas Stice. Madison Marie Strawhacker. Emery Max Tate, in absentia. Tristan Aaron Lane Thomas. Brandon Jeffrey Thorderson. Hannah Elizabeth Tucker. Jordan Matthew Tweed. Sydney Shea Utt. Charles Wayne Van Hemert. Hannah Louise Vermeulen. Laura Michelle Rennie. Brogan Victor West. Deacon Ray West. Sadie Lynn Westerkamp. Macy Raylyn White. Kayla Dane Wuthrich. Veronica Lynn Yoder. Congratulations to the Davis County graduating class of 2024. Please welcome Karsten Nebel as she performs How They Remember You by Rascal Flatts.
So the world forget. It was until I saw my granddad's name and stone I knew. It ain't a question of if they will, it's how they remember you. Did you stand or did you fall? For the bridge or build a wall? How'd you love or give it all? What did you do? What did you do? Did you make them laugh or make them cry? Did you quit or did you try? Did you dream to let them die? What did you choose? What did you choose? When it all comes down, it ain't if, it's how.
Holland Hunter and Austin Proctor, please come forward for the turning of tassels and rings. All right, perfect. So good afternoon, parents, faculty, distinguished guests, and the class of 2024. While this day marks the end of our time together, it also marks the beginning of a whole new adventure.
In a few short moments, each of us will be on our own path in life. However, regardless of our journeys, we will forever share these memories we have made, connect through experiences, and be united as Mustangs. We ask you to take a moment to look around at your fellow classmates, and be grateful for the time you spent together and the life lessons you've learned.
We will now begin the turning of the tassels and the rings. The turning of the tassels and the changing of the rings symbolize our achievements, the progress we have made in our 4 years at Davis County High School, and the beginning of the new purpose we embark on our chapter in our lives. With that, I would like to
For those of you with the class ring, please turn them facing toward you and an outward appearance on your ring finger on your right hand.
All right, now, finally, take your tassel and move them from the right side of your cap to the left. Okay.
Great.
Congratulations,
Kenzie,
you are now
Robbie.
officially... Start
Turn that
over.
up, okay.
Congratulations, you are now the official 2024 graduates of Davis County High School. You may be seated. Giuliano. Here's his
As we come to the close of this ceremony, we'd like to say a few final thank yous to everyone who's helped us get to this moment in our lives. Thank you, teachers, for being there for us every day, pushing us to improve and encouraging us not to grow only as students, but also as people.
Thank you, coaches, for pushing us past our limits and teaching us valuable lessons throughout these 4 years. And finally, thank you, parents, for keeping us accountable and making sure that we make it to graduation. Thank you all for coming. Have an amazing night. Thank you.
Always somebody really told me that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you forget, and all these reckless nights you regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band. I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loaded merch in that 12-passenger van in a small club in Minnesota. And the snow outside the first night, I just wrote my name in the star. I look away, I still going, still going. I'm in my orange name about where I'm from. Come with the girl, come with the sun. Not bad on me, wish I could stay.
Somebody would have told me then that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming. got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my shell. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't worried about what other people thought. I felt comfortable with myself. This time of the stars, all the stars are sneaking out.